Do you want a cheap, fun way to play Pokemon that's different than how we currently play? Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name's Landon, and here we play Jank. And today I want to talk to you about a different format that doesn't get any attention, and that is the Pauper format. It's based off of Magic the Gathering's Pauper format, where they only have commons in that format. Here, though, we have commons and uncommons only. You cannot play any rare cards, and that's an interesting way to play, in my opinion. It removes a lot of the cards that really control formats and just lets you go nuts with creativity. You still get plenty of cards in the format because usually it's from base set to current set. Any common and uncommon. There's probably some broken cards there and all that stuff. A lot of people will limit it to just black and white and on because that's what expanded is. But I like the idea of going all the way back to base set and finding some weirdness, right? It's a format that I've been intrigued by. I really want to see something happen of it. And so it was brought up in the Discord, which is really when I started thinking about it. And after that, I decided, you know what, I want to find out more about this format. So I went to good old Google, right? And that brought me to this website. It's Pauper Pokemon. It's all about the Pauper format. However, this website is full of a bunch of dead links. So down here it says join our Discord channel and invalid. And you go to these different streamers that supposedly play Pauper, and like this one is mostly playing like D&D and whatnot, which is a fun game and everything, but not Pokemon, right? This one, let me go to this one, and sorry, it doesn't work. 9 out of Ben. Does this work? Okay, this one works. He's offline. Videos, nothing. So just like a lot of dead links, which is interesting. And kind of sad, in my opinion. Here we see a reference to the Zoroark Buzzwalls of the Alolan generation. What was that? Gen 7, where Zoroark GX and Buzzwall GX really saw a lot of play. It was Zoroark's because Zoroark's such a good Pokemon, and Buzzwall because Buzzwall counters Zoroark so well. And so clearly this is an old website, but it's the number one thing that pops up when we talk about Pauper, when we Google Pauper. And see, we've got here some interesting rules for what's considered Pauper. What works, what doesn't, what do we add into the format, what do we take away in the format. So here they say the format is unlimited, all sets legal on PTCGO, which we no longer have PTCGO, which is Heart Gold, Soul Silver to present. So on PTCGL, that's going to be a little bit different. Right now we can only play standard format with friends. We can't even play expanded with friends. I don't even know if they have full expanded supported yet, right? Last I heard, they were still working on the black and white generation to add support for those, but maybe I missed the news somewhere. Only commons and uncommons are legal for play, which is great. We want something that takes away those high power Pokemon and kind of levels the playing field for us, right? The one thing about this that I found interesting is when I was also looking up an old card that I absolutely love. Let's eradicate burning shadows. There, I know how to spell. Eradicate burning shadows. Alolan Eradicate. This was one of my favorite decks. It was the first deck I ever made myself. We wanted Bulbapedia. That's right. Bulbapedia has the answer, or really the question for us. Because if we look over here, off to the side, we see that in English, it was printed with a rarity of rare. However, in Japan, the rarity is uncommon. So, can I play Alolan Eradicate? That's up for debate, honestly. I would say yes, but what would, like, this website say? Although it doesn't really seem like they are currently really talking about this anymore. So, does that even matter? Recent posts. Let's go to recent posts real quick. I just want to see March 18th, 2018. So it's been over 5 years, almost 6 years since anyone's made a comment or made a post on this website, it seems. And we've got this awesome looking Ariados Aselgor Poison deck, which sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm sure there's other things that could be Pauper. Let's see. Any card is legal as long as it has a common or uncommon printing. See, Raichu Circle Circuit. What? Let's go ahead. We'll just search that. Sidebar, sure, why not? No. Forms I don't really want. Okay, is that just the Pokemon? Confused. See, maybe I should have looked into this a little bit more. But yeah. Before I hit record. But yeah. That's a rare. I guess it has other printings where it's uncommon. So that's where it brings up my question of Alolan Raticate. Because that's a Japanese printing that was uncommon, not an English printing. And that, I think, does bring up questions. And, how does that work? Let me know. The same is true for secret rares and promos. They are allowed if they have a common or uncommon printing. So that's interesting. You can't play promos unless they have a common or uncommon printing. That's okay. We understand. Lysander's trump card is banned because it's a broken card, period. It should never have been printed. Karen is legal despite being a promo only. And down here they explain how that is to counter Night March. I don't know if that's necessarily needed nowadays. We have cards like, there's a Spiritomb that will take all the Pokemon in your discard pile from back into your deck, right? What does Karen do? I don't know. Let's find out. Pokemon TCG Karen. Please don't give me some weird YouTube things. Karen. There we go. There's a regular printing of it. It's a promo. Each player shuffles all Pokemon in his or her discard pile into their deck. Yeah, we've got a Pokemon attack that does the same thing, right? Do we need Karen anymore? That's a big question. I don't know. But I wanted to bring Pauper into your guys' imaginations, brains, whatever, and get you thinking about it. Are you interested in this format? Do you think there is place in the Pokemon world for Pauper to be fun? Currently on PTCGL, we are limited to standard format cards only when playing against friends. So, would you be interested in playing in a standard format Pauper only rule set, whereas only Pokemon with a common or uncommon or cards, any cards that printed with common or uncommon versions of them allowed in the format? Would you be interested in playing like that? Let me know down in the comments, but better yet, jump into my Discord. I just made a category, a text chat area for Pauper. Let me know if you're interested in playing Pauper at all. I'm kind of interested. And you want to know why? Let's see. I was building a new deck, and it's probably the deck that I'll play tomorrow if I get the energy to record for a game tomorrow. But here we go. Let's just edit deck. And I wanted to use this Minun. This is a new Minun that came out, and it's pretty fun looking. If you have Plusle in play, whenever your opponent attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Okay, they take damage when they attach energy. Awesome. And we can play this Rapid Strike Plusle, which can do 120 as long as Minun attacked the turn before. So we'll probably want another Minun. This one can do 20 damage. However, it's a Rapid Strike Pokemon, and we can throw... There we go. Rapid Strike, Scroll of the Skies onto it, and as long as I can get 2 energy on this Minun, it can do however it can do 10 plus 50 for however much energy is on my opponent's Pokemon, plus they've already taken 20 from this Minun, and next turn when they knock out Minun, Plusle comes in with 120 and hopefully clears out the board. We take that into a Pauper format only. Sure, we lose the Doduo engine that I've been using, but we have a pretty solid deck that can hit pretty hard and punishes the opponent for trying to attach too much energy. That sounds like fun, right? And I find this to be a different sort of puzzle than, say, Gym Leader Challenge. Gym Leader Challenge is another format that is getting a lot of popularity. The official Pokemon seems to recognize it, at least for side events at their tournaments, which I find interesting. And I mean, all respect to it, it's a fun format. However, coming into it, it appears as if that format is mostly solved. Whenever you pick a type of Pokemon that you want to play, there's a deck list for you and what's considered the best deck. And really, the only time things change is when a new set comes out. Is there something worth playing for it? So I see that format as solved. How quickly will Pauper be solved? Was it solved back in 2018? I don't know. I'm only getting into it now. But if you are interested, like I said, jump in the Discord. Let's talk about it. Maybe we'll do some small events around it. That sounds like fun to me. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and like this video. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future Pokemon content, especially if I start covering Pauper in a bit more detail. Oh boy, it's been a while since I've done this. Check out the Discord. The Discord's the best way to get a hold of me and communicate to me, but you can also leave comments down below. And of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.